Ladies and gentlemen, it's happening. I've been saying something like this would happen in terms of Trump and Speaker of the House, but I have been telling everyone that Kevin McCarthy was on his way out and that Matt Gaetz would remove him as Speaker. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Kevin McCarthy is no longer Speaker of the House, just like I've been saying the past 5-6 months. You can look back on this channel and see all the segments that I've done. Hit subscribe, share this everywhere, because Donald J. Trump could very well be Speaker of the House. Yeah, the chances are that he might not, but he has there's still a good chance in terms of what you thought was impossible for this to take place. Trump for House Speaker. Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks it's a great idea. House Republican conference rules bar persons indicted for a felony from leadership, disqualifying Trump. The House Republican conference rules can be altered in 2 seconds for a former Republican president that was just as popular, if not more popular, than Reagan. We had record low poverty with Trump, record highs in household median income. We didn't have the inflation. We had 2% inflation. Interest rates were not through the roof like they are now. So Democrats, what they did is they said, interest rates, they said, we lowered inflation. Well, they forgot, or they ignored inflation being a problem in 21. They were taking a victory lap. And then they ignored the inflation problem, let it go, let it increase exponentially, and then they raised interest rates exponentially, made it more difficult for people to buy homes, lease cars, all of these things. So what do you think took place? Inflation, they say, went down, but still you have food inflation, you have rent that's going up in every major city. The economy is not a good economy under Biden and Democrats. Poverty has gone up. We had record low poverty with Trump. We had record highs in household median income without the inflation and without the interest rates going through the roof. And so, in addition to that, he brought home Americans with the Doha Agreement, the Abraham Accords. He worked for peace in regions, in numerous regions of the world, and he was the first president to step foot in North Korea. He did a lot of great things. The moral choice, the moral, not the immoral choice is to go and vote Democrat because Stephen Colbert or CNN or all of media, all of Hollywood, MSNBC, The Washington Post, all of these, it's just a public relations monstrosity machine. They say, Trump has been indicted 4 times. Well, he's up against mashed potato brains by 1.1 points in Real Clear Politics. You can look right here. He's up. Why do you think Trump is up by 1.2 points in 2024? Okay, you can look. This is for 2024. Okay? And this was a you can look at the early September, Trump up 10. Trump up 3, late September. Trump up 3. That's after he's already been indicted. And so you look, ladies and gentlemen, and he's still defeating Biden, and he's indicted 4 times. Think about that for a second. If you're a wonderful, morally superior, highly educated liberal Democrat and you stumble upon this, the man's been indicted 4 different times. And he's still defeating a sitting president with all of media backing him up. Think about that. Think about how pitiful and miserable you have to be as an administration. How pathetic. How much of a failed political party do you have to be to have pretty much all of media, virtually all of media, including Hollywood, including late night, Jimmy Kimmel, everyone, Saturday Night Live, Stephen Colbert, everyone, every single day, every single evening, MSNBC, CNN, The Washington Post, New York Times, The Atlantic, Vanity Fair, Esquire, Rolling Stone, every single second of the day there's an article on how bad Trump is, and he's still defeating Biden. So you think he can't be Speaker of the House? Hit subscribe again to this channel to read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, and other publications. Go to hagoodman.com. My super thanks is below if you want to support this channel. And my Patreon is below to my new Patreons. Thank you. Texas Republican will nominate Trump Speaker of the House October 3rd. Let's read this. Representative Troy Nehls announced late Tuesday that he will file paperwork to nominate former President Donald Trump to be Speaker of the House. So you have this Republican, Marjorie Taylor Greene. You have other Republicans too, a whole lot of Republicans. You could just look and go ahead and look at how many Republicans are trying to get Trump a Speaker of the House. It would be the best thing. He's not barred. He's not disqualified. Republican conference rules can be altered in 2 seconds. Okay? And the same thing that took place with McCarthy could take place with Trump becoming Speaker of the House. So, can Donald Trump be Speaker of the House? This is what we know. This is Newsweek. And talks about infighting and chaos within the party. The thing with the Republican Party today, which is fantastic, is that they don't walk in lockstep, and you have, it's not like an AI machine. So Democrats, the way they roll is that they're basically AI robots. They'll just do, anything is okay. Anything is okay. If you try to pull an alarm, like a high school prank, or, take photo ops, cover up for Hunter with 50 intelligence officials, ban and prevent speech and dialogue, blame everything on Russia, accuse people on the left, which is their first mission in life, to just make, their fellow voters miserable, and just accuse everyone on the left of being immoral, and then they go to Trump and Republicans and say, oh my God, how dare anyone vote for them? You look and it's like, what Democrats will vote for Fetterman. They'll vote for Biden. They don't even need a human being that is functioning or able to communicate in a manner where the rest of the world says, okay, that's a functioning human being. They don't care. They just, Fetterman, no problem. Biden, no problem. Hunter Biden, they'll just go ahead and do everything possible to hide obvious graft and bribery schemes. Okay, there's literally nothing that Trump has been accused of as bad as all the evidence that you see regarding Hunter. There is nothing that Trump has been accused of where there's no evidence that he's done any of these things. He didn't try to overthrow the country. That's another thing. Overthrow the government, start a rebellion. These are absurd leaps of logic. You make a leap. See, Democrats, what they do, along with media, is they make really absurd leaps of logic. What they'll do is they'll say Trump tried to foment a rebellion, which is, of course, not true. Which, if he had tried to, there would have been intelligence or data or evidence from the Federal Bureau of Investigation within 2 seconds linking Trump to criminal activity. But there wasn't. They had nothing. They still have nothing on that. And the indictment against him doesn't even list the accurate speech. They have been slicing and dicing his speeches, his words, since he became president. Actually, since before he became president. None of what you hear about Trump is actually true. He used the word peacefully and patriotically. Go there peacefully. He didn't say go and commit crimes and overthrow the government. He didn't agree. He didn't think that he lost fair and square. You can do that still in this country. Democrats have done this since 2016. But ladies and gentlemen, the Democratic Party is a political machine like Tammany Hall. Everyone understands they're going after the direct political rival. They impeached Trump for the audacity of asking a government official, a foreign government official, if Biden had committed crimes. Okay? Maybe investigating. They were in an uproar over that. They couldn't believe their ears. And by the way, he didn't even ask the government official. He didn't withhold money. He didn't withhold billions of dollars. That was an ellipsis where they tried to then say, well, you see this ellipsis, this momentary pause? That means he was trying to leverage. And the leader of that country said that never happened. But with Trump, he's indicted not only by Biden's Justice Department, but by Democrats, also by Democrats in Fulton County and in New York. So there you go. They're going after Trump. They're losing, and he could very well become Speaker of the House. Hit subscribe to this channel. I will have segments throughout the day hit subscribe. Thank you so very, very much.